Hey guys, how's it going? Zima here, and today KIP protocol is what we will talk about. It's a Web3 base layer for AI with a KIP token, winner of the 2023 Chainlink Hackathon, and they have a pretty interesting approach when it comes to nodes. Most of the time, node projects sell nodes just for the sake of selling something and to raise money. In here, it is actually used and utilized. KIP built the data rails and payment rails between decentralized AI assets. So while everybody is out here building different types of projects for AI, for nodes, for anything in between, in this case, this is the in-between way, route, rail, whatever you like to call it, that makes things happen. If I send you money, I have a wallet and you have a wallet, and we might use Bitcoin for that. But the infrastructure in between, the blockchain, you could say, that is what they're building with the data and payment rails. Now, overall, this is solid, and I will talk about this one more in detail. But as always, this one is not financial advice, but links to everything down below. In short, they say it's the Web3 entertainment superchain powered by the KIP token and Xardian nodes. And they linked over here to this rundown that I would read to you real quick so we get like a solid understanding at base of what they do. It's an entertainment-focused modular blockchain on base powered by their nodes and the token. They have strategic partnerships with Aether, for example. Their nodes went insane. Wonderverse, Destiny X, Animoca brands, and a couple more. They participated in real-life events with real humans behind it, so it's not just an anonymous team. They raised over $5 million. And while being backed by Dragonfly, for example, Station Capital, and a couple others, they're building not just a blockchain, but they call it a superchain because they want to aim for over 1,000 transactions per second. Basically, gasless transactions. It's like 1/1,000,000th of a cent, so basically free, with insane scalability behind it. Now, why is that important? Let's say you would have a game like League of Legends and 1,000,000 people want to claim like a daily login task. If it's crypto-based, that whole transaction would need to happen. And in other games, they would wait a long time for a transaction to go through it. With what they're building, that would happen almost instantly, while being essentially free when it comes to gas. Now, in order to run this whole ecosystem and reward the users, they're launching their Xardian nodes so that early supporters can secure the network, earn KIP tokens and rewards, and also enhance this whole decentralized governance part that most projects aim for when it comes to security. Now, for the nodes that they sell, you earn rewards and KIP tokens, obviously. You'll get rewarded with an additional share of all the fees that are generated, and you qualify, you could say, for future airdrops within the ecosystem as you count as an early supporter. And when it just comes to airdrops, it doesn't matter how much you get. And when it just comes to airdrops, you can get a lot. You can also get a little, but if you get lucky, you can get a lot. The nodes will grant rewards for the next 48 months after their life, and the token generator event, TGE, is planned for October/November, that time frame. Now, to give you a couple more details on the Lightpaper, the vision again is if Ethereum is layer 1 and Base is layer 2, they want to be a layer 3 basically. And the nodes in here do require some hardware in order to be run, which means that you probably develop the software and use it yourself, or simply use a node as a service provider, or any virtual server host for that. And you get all these benefits. They also specified that there's no functional difference between buying a tier 1 node or a tier 35 node. The only difference is the pricing structures, first come, first serve for early supporters that then get a lower price. You can also run multiple nodes at once, which means, let's say you run a Myria node, you only need to have one computer per node, which is annoying, but in here you can have a dozen on the same computer. The rewards are distributed in X KIP tokens, which can then be converted to TIC once the TGE has. It is to be determined, but again, October and November-ish. Or what do you do with the token? Let's find out. It's the native gas token that also grants staking benefits and a buyback mechanism to make it deflationary over time, which is split in this way. 22% for the treasury, 20% for node operators, 20% for team and advisors, 30% for the ecosystem, and then 5% for investors and 3% liquidity. I think when the node launches, the fully diluted valuation is about 4.6 million. And with a supply of 8 billion tokens total, we can do some math on how much you're going to get. Now then here, the starting price is 0.05 ETH, which means right now that would be $140, give or take. And they have 175,000 in total supply. Now, like most projects, I would say like almost all node projects, only a certain amount is going to be sold out. But then again, you never know how much hype there is behind it and how many whales participate. So it might be that when you watch the video, that the first like 5 tiers are just sold out. And you gotta buy in tier 6 where the price is already twice as much as the tier 1 node. Also, in order to not destroy the token too much when TGE happens, they have 3 options. And that is to either take your rewards are waiting for 3 months, you take half your rewards and wait for 2 months, or you get a quarter of your tokens right now and forfeit the rest, you could say. You can also transfer the nodes, which is nice, to a valve, and all of this is going to be run on Base. Which means if you don't have any ETH on Base, probably bridge over some ETH to Base. It should participate in the whitelist sale, so on the 27th, again, whenever this video goes live, you can buy a maximum of 10 nodes per wallet per tier, between tier 1 and 5, and for 6 to 35, maximum of 50. After that, during the public sale, you could buy all of them if you want to. What I would recommend you to do right now is see if the node sale is live and what tier you can still purchase, and look around on their Twitter and their community and see if this one makes sense for you long term. For example, recently they have the Genesis passes. I think they could be minted for free, but they're now on sale. And this guy over here, for example, he bought 20 of them right away. And with all the partners they have announced and the long-term vision, as well as the Superchain that they are building, this can be pretty good. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. The links to everything mentioned in here, to the page, their socials, everything in the description down below, so make sure to check them out. Don't forget, nothing in here is financial advice. I just try to speculate and find the next 20, 50, 100x before too many people hear about that. Everything has a risk assigned to it, but I think this is going to go well. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Feel free to message me directly on Telegram if you have any inquiries. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.